The National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Coming up is a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 49 between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Hill. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Just beating the play clock is Hill. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. The Patriots at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense for the Patriots, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Block it in motion right. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And Walker once more. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now to the air. Lock. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun snap to Lock. Goodwin able to haul it in. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Throwing on second and long. Hill. And that is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
In motion left is Beckham. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. An option handoff given to Harris. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Hill now to throw. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
And the slot man goes in motion left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Sticking with Walker on second down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him early but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Here's Locke. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's Hill now after the interception. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw on second and 10. Hill. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Hill. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Block off of play action. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Locke to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Play action. Now it's Locke.
Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Throwing on first down is Locke. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. They find some open field here. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they want.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And they run with Harris off the option.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
On play action, Lock.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing now is Lock. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Block now to throw.
Deep ball for Goodwin.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And certainly not the greatest of punts there. This will get out of bounds right at their own 40-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff, now Lock.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the gun on third down, Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick.
And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That swung out wide to Harris.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Hill looks to throw. Flushed out right. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
Here's Hill. He finds his man, complete. It's Norton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
And now here is another interception. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But
Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Hill on first down. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Hill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd and 10, Hill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now it's Hill. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because
touchdown, Patriots, from 10 yards out.
And the Patriots are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Call that an 84-yard kick return. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here's Hill. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To throw is Hill. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. So here we go on 4th. Hill. And Allen's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And the slot man goes in motion left. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Norton. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. And, my goodness, another interception. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Hill now to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And now here's another interception. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The drive starts with a completion left side. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Back to throw. Hill. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. To throw again on second down. Hill. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Now to the air. Lock. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Patriots, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.